What are the roots of Japanese nature worship? Ancient Japanese believed nature was the place where deities of Shinto, kami lived and interacted between heaven and earth. They had deep appreciation and respect for nature and its powers. They conducted Shinto purification, harai, on rivers, waterfalls, and the ocean. Mountain worship became especially important. They thought that places of beauty were sacred by themselves. Therefore, they created shrines at sites of natural power and beauty. Even now in Japan, you can see moderate Shinto shrines are surrounded by forests. In Japanese mythology, Japan's land was given birth by couple deities, Izanami and Izanagi. Afterward, one after another, they gave birth to deities to symbolize earth, ocean, rivers, water, wind, trees, plants, mountains, etc. So ancient Japanese thought deities' life or spirituality dwelt in nature, not just as a chunk of materials, and they felt nature should not be done harm indiscreetly. Additionally, Mother Nature surrounding us is great and beyond human understanding for even modern people, all the more for ancient. They knew how powerless they are in menace of nature. Then the consciousness grew as knowing one's place. It is one of the roots of Japanese humility. Today, nature worship underlies Japanese religiosity, even though it is not as obvious as it was in ancient times. Actually, almost Japanese are not conscious of it now. But it is one of the reasons why there are little garbage on roads in Japan, and coexisting high technologies with beautiful nature. Regardless of whether having specific faith or not, people have kind of cultural behavioral term, or what Max Weber called ethos. According to the Forestry Agency, the total forest area in Japan is 25 million hectares, or two-thirds of the land in Japan. If you have ever been to Japan, you might think there are many green, particularly in rural area. The repeated logging makes lower forest change into deciduous broad-leaved forest. Only places not have been done harm to have an ancient lower forest. Modern Shinto shrines are surrounded by lower forest because Shinto considers trees and forests as sacred beings. Shinto shrines in the midst of agricultural fields tend to have dome-shaped forests. It is the remains of ancient worship, called Jinju no Mori, sacred shrine forest. In Tokyo, Meiji Jingu also has Jinju no Mori in the midst of the big city, although it is artificial forest was created about 100 years ago. What I've said in this video is also the background of the anime movie Princess Mononoke. Japanese have found many spirits in the dense forest.